Shaq and Kobe, inside the NBA's most explosive duo ever. How do you win 3 championships in a row and still end up breaking apart? Shaq and Kobe were the most dangerous duo the NBA had seen in years, combining raw power with ruthless precision. They dominated teams, stacked up rings, and made the Lakers nearly unbeatable. But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect as they looked. So what really tore them apart? Ego, money, or something deeper? Let's break it down. How the 2000s Lakers dynasty was born. First, let's rewind a bit, because the Lakers back then weren't exactly the Lakers we know now. In the mid-90s, LA was kind of stuck. The Showtime era was long gone, the magic had faded, and the team was just floating. Good enough to stay relevant, but nowhere near championship level. The fans were starving for something fresh, something exciting. Then came the summer of '96, and everything changed. First, the Lakers pulled off a bold move. They traded for a 17-year-old kid straight out of high school. His name? Kobe Bryant. Wild talent, killer work ethic, and confidence way beyond his years. And if that wasn't enough, just days later, they signed the most dominant big man in the game, Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, the Lakers basically hit the jackpot. From that moment, the energy shifted. Kobe and Shaq didn't just bring star power, they brought hope. LA instantly became must-watch again.
Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq!
But even with all the talent, something was still missing. That piece came in 1999 when the Lakers handed the keys to Phil Jackson, the Zen master, the guy who turned chaos into chemistry. And just like that, it clicked. From 2000 to 2002, the Lakers went on a rampage. 3 straight titles, pure dominance. It wasn't just about winning. It was how they won. The swagger, the drama, the highlight reels. It felt like something out of a movie. Once the pieces fell into place, the Lakers didn't just get better. They took over the league. That 1999-2000 season, straight domination. 67 wins, 19 in a row at one point. Teams couldn't figure them out, and honestly, it looked like nobody could stop them. Shaq was an absolute monster. He averaged nearly 30 points, pulled down 13 boards a night, and swatted anything that came near the rim. That MVP trophy? Yeah, well deserved. Meanwhile, Kobe was stepping into the spotlight with 22.5 points per game, showing everyone that he wasn't just a sidekick, he was a rising force. But here's the thing, when you got 2 top dogs on the same team, it's only a matter of time before sparks start flying. Shaq and Kobe were both alphas. Both wanted to be that guy. And while the wins kept piling up and the titles rolled in, behind the scenes, it was tense. Petty jabs in interviews, arguments at practice, clashing over everything from who gets the last shot to who's working harder. They still managed to win 3 straight championships, but it was like watching a storm build. You could feel something was going to give. By the time the 2003-2004 season came around, that tension hit its boiling point. But before that, if you're enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Now, moving on. The unraveling. The cracks were there the whole time, hidden behind the banners, the rings, and the highlight reels. Shaq and Kobe, they weren't just teammates. They were 2 fiercely competitive alpha dogs, both chasing greatness and neither willing to back down. Tensions flared constantly. They clashed at practice. Shaq even slapped Kobe during a heated scrimmage. Yeah, it got real. And while the wins kept coming, the jabs got sharper. Shaq would throw shade in interviews, calling out Kobe's shot selection, questioning his selfishness. And as Kobe started blowing up as a superstar, things only got messier. Fans were buying more Kobe jerseys than Shaq's. That didn't sit well. Then Kobe started pushing back, calling Shaq out for showing up to camp out of shape and getting hurt. And he wasn't shy about criticizing Phil Jackson's triangle offense either. said it didn't give him what he needed to really shine. It was a tug of war, not just for control of the team, but for legacy. Some days, they'd show respect after a big win. Other days, it felt like they couldn't stand each other. Shaq kept battling injuries, ones Kobe thought were preventable if he just trained harder. Meanwhile, Kobe got slammed for being distant, a ball hog, and too focused on himself over the team. Right after that three-peat, things didn't calm down. They boiled over. Kobe wasn't just battling injuries, he was battling a full-on legal storm. The sexual assault allegations after the 2002 playoffs flipped everything. The spotlight turned harsh. Fans were divided. And Shaq, he wasn't exactly in Kobe's corner. While Kobe was juggling court dates and surgery recovery, Shaq was behind the scenes working his own angles. He pushed hard for the Lakers to go all in, bringing in veteran stars Karl Malone and Gary Payton. On paper, it looked unbeatable. 4 future Hall of Famers, a super team before super teams were even a thing. And when the 2003-2004 season started, they looked the part. The Lakers came out swinging, 21 wins in their first 24 games. It felt like they were steamrolling toward another championship. But here's the thing. Paper doesn't win rings. Injuries hit. The chemistry, it never really clicked. Still, they finished with 56 wins, second in the West, and managed to bulldoze their way through the playoffs. Then came the finals. Everyone expected the Lakers to run the Pistons off the floor. No superstars, just a scrappy group with elite defense and team-first grit. But guess what? Detroit didn't care about names. They dismantled the Lakers in just 5 games. 5. It was like watching a wreck in slow motion. All that talent, all those egos, and nothing to show for it. Now here's the part that still stings for Lakers fans, because this is where it all fell apart. Shaq was dominant in that final series against the Pistons. When he actually got the ball, he delivered 26.6 points, 10.8 rebounds, 63% shooting. The man was a walking mismatch. But Kobe? He struggled. He shot just 38% from the field and often forced up tough looks, especially when the offense stalled. In Game 3 alone, he went 11 for 27. Meanwhile, Shaq went 14 of 22 and still got fewer touches. Let that sink in. Fans and analysts weren't shy about it. They said Kobe was trying to play hero ball, going isolation, ignoring better options, trying to take over when the team needed patience and flow. And when the Lakers lost that series, a lot of the blame fell on Kobe's shoulders. 3 days later, boom, Phil Jackson was out as head coach. Then came the big one. The Lakers traded Shaq to Miami. Just like that, the dynasty was gone. Kobe, he re-signed with the Lakers for 7 years and over $136 million. From that moment, he wasn't just a star. He was the Lakers. No more sharing the spotlight. The two are still remembered as one of the greatest duos ever, but what kind of legacy did they leave behind? The legacy. First off, Phil Jackson returned to coach in 2005, and together they ran it back. In 2008, Kobe finally won league MVP, and then in 2009 and 2010, 2 more championships. 2 finals MVPs. No more questions about whether he could win without Shaq. Kobe answered them all. Winning wasn't just a goal for him. It was everything. He didn't care if it came with drama, with pressure, or even with fractured relationships. Kobe was built to chase greatness, no matter the cost. The mindset? Jerry West saw it in him from day one, and it didn't just shape Kobe's story, it added to Phil Jackson's too. Those 2 extra rings gave him 11 as a coach. 11! No one else in NBA history has done that. Phil later stepped away from the sidelines and took over as president of the Knicks. But let's be real, that chapter didn't go so quite as planned. His coaching days were the peak. Shaq didn't stop chasing greatness after leaving LA. In 2006, he got that 4th ring, this time with the Miami Heat, teaming up with another young killer, Dwayne Wade. The duo clicked fast, and Shaq proved he still had something left in the tank.
see the double team coming. That's something Scott Skiles said.
Wade lost his footing. Poses for three.
But Father Time started catching up. After 4 seasons in Miami, Shaq bounced around, 1 year each in Phoenix, Cleveland, and Boston, before finally hanging it up. He stepped into a new role as an NBA analyst, pitchman, and all-around personality. And honestly, he's been just as entertaining off the court. But no matter where Shaq went or how things ended with Kobe, that early 2000s Laker run, it never stopped being iconic. 3 straight championships. Playoff domination, highlights that still give you chills. Sure, the off-court drama was messy, fights, interviews, egos, all of it. But on the court, magic. Shaq's power in the paint and Kobe's killer instinct were a nightmare for defenses. That combo wasn't just good, it was unstoppable. And to this day, people still ask, what if they stayed together? How many more rings could they have won? But here's the twist. Shaq later revealed it wasn't Kobe that pushed him out. It was the money. He wanted a bigger contract, didn't get it, and he's the one who asked to be traded. Looking back now, even he admits, if he had the chance to redo it all, he would have stayed in LA for the rest of his career. And here's the part that hits the hardest. Years later, Shaq and Kobe made peace. They put the past behind them before Kobe tragically passed away in 2020. That reunion made everything feel full circle, but it also made the what if even louder. But, well, we'll never know how many more banners they could have raised. What we do know, though, is that Shaq and Kobe are Laker legends forever. Both of their jerseys hang in the rafters. Both have statues standing proud outside of the Staples Center. Now to you, if you had to choose one player to build your team around in their prime, who are you picking? Shaq's dominance or Kobe's killer mentality? Drop your pick in the comments and let's settle this once and for all. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a like and hit that subscribe button for more stories like this one.